I thought if I loved him enough, he would change. I really believed that. That if I stayed, if I was patient, if I gave him everything, he would finally become the man I saw in him. I didn't know. I was slowly losing myself. I knew he was cheating. Not once, not twice, multiple times. And every time I caught him, he had a reason. It didn't mean anything. She's just a friend. You're overthinking. And somehow, I believed him. Or maybe I just didn't want to accept the truth. Because accepting the truth meant leaving, and I wasn't ready for that. At first, it was small things. He started hiding his phone, turning the screen away, smiling at messages he wouldn't explain. And I noticed, but I stayed quiet, because deep down, I was scared of what I might find. Then one day, someone knocked on my door. Not a normal knock. It was loud. It was urgent. It felt wrong. I opened it, and there she was, a woman I had never seen before, looking at me like she knew something I didn't. And then she said his name, like it belonged to her. And in that moment, something inside me broke. But it didn't stop there. Another one came, and another. Some angry, some smiling, some proud. They weren't hiding. They wanted me to know. That whole week felt like a nightmare I couldn't wake up from. And somehow, I still stayed. Then suddenly, everything went quiet. No more late nights, no more chaos, no more fights, just silence. And something about that silence terrified me. Because we used to be close, very close, and now he wouldn't even touch me, not even a little. And somehow, that hurt more than everything else. I remember one night, I reached for him, just to feel something, and he pulled away, not angry, just cold, like I didn't exist. And in that moment, I felt invisible. Then one night, he told me to sleep in the guest room because he drooled too much. I just stared at him because nothing about that made any sense. But I didn't argue. I just walked away. And that night, I slept alone, not just physically, but emotionally too. And then he changed. He stopped going out. He stopped arguing. He stopped everything. It was like he had already checked out, and I didn't understand it until that morning there was another knock, and this one changed everything. She looked at me like she was about to tell me something I wasn't ready to hear. We sat down, and she asked me, "How bad has it gotten?" And I said, "What do you mean?" Because I didn't know. I told her, "He doesn't touch me anymore. We don't even sleep together." And then she broke. She started shaking, breathing fast. And then she said something I will never forget. She said, "You need to get tested." And my heart just dropped. Because in that moment, I knew something was seriously wrong. They weren't just cheating. They were living reckless. And then she told me they all got sick. Everyone. Him, his friends, those women. All of them. And suddenly, everything made sense. I felt sick. Not just physically, mentally, emotionally. Everything. He knew. He knew. And he didn't tell me. He just pushed me away. And in that moment, I realized I wasn't being protected. I was being kept in the dark. I didn't think. I just ran. because this wasn't love anymore. It was survival. I sat there in the hospital, thinking about everything, every moment, every time I stayed, and all I could think was, why didn't I leave sooner? And then they called my name. And when they told me I was okay, I didn't react. And then I finally breathed. I was safe. I was okay. And I got a second chance. And that's when it hit me. I wasn't in love. I was stuck in hope. Hope that he would change. But he never did. I just kept losing myself trying to stay. And the truth is, love shouldn't feel like survival. And if you ever find yourself trying to save someone who keeps destroying you, stop. Because sometimes the person you're trying to save is the one drowning you. And if this felt real, you're not alone. I thought if I loved him enough, he would change. But some people don't change. They just take you down with them.